because I don't have to, first of all, this wave thing that he put on me, I don't feel any of that stimulation at all. So none of that
Tingling. Like the tingle.
yeah, the tingle, that's gone, totally. The only time I notice it, which he said he's going to adjust, is when I do lay down at night. If I lay on my back, I'll feel it then. And you can feel it. It comes on, I think it's 20 seconds on, and then it changes to a different thing, and it goes 20 seconds on another too, and it comes back to it. So every 20 seconds you'll feel it come back on. But again, it's only because when we did the setup, I bumped it up a little bit too high probably, but it's adjustable, and that's the thing. And I know this because the other side does not do that stimulation, but it's still not enough to really bother you to where you had it, not be able to sleep. Those are the things that I got out of this thing. My sleep pattern, I was not able to sleep. I took Ambien to sleep at night, and if you don't know about it, it's a real powerful drug, and
you do crazy things with it too.
Well, yeah, and you don't stay up. I've done that too, and that was a bad idea. But anyways, I was on that. I don't have that anymore, so that's gone. Let's see. My wife would meet me at the door with an ice pack, those gel packs, and literally, I ain't kidding. I mean, as soon as I walked in, she was there and handed it to me. I would walk out, sit down in my recliner, kick back, and have that ice on me in the evenings. That's how bad my back was getting, the pain was. And so that's gone. Since this has been put in, I've not, even from the day one, I've not had ice on my back since that day. So for the last 5 months, I've not even had a pack on my back. I've had it on my shoulders and different things there, but nothing on my back. I mean, that totally's gone. So that's two things that went away. The fact that, again, I can stand. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tell you that it's 100% gone. I mean, I'm starting to feel a little bit of pain coming right now just because of just standing still, because I don't typically stand still this long. But with that being said, there's no way I could even have stood as long as I did before without putting my hands in there, without being fidgety, without leaning against something. So it's definitely worth my time of putting the efforts of getting this all taken care of and fighting the insurances and all that stuff to get this thing done. All the questions I had, that's all been well worth it to do this. And like I told these guys, I'm hopeful that it can even be even better, even closer to, which I do believe it can. I mean, you're talking about a big area of, stimulation that you can move this thing. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it can hit on me, it can hit from here all the way to my toes. And you're talking about that kind of area. I mean, it takes a little bit of, and that's one of the things that, we're going to do a little bit more with and stuff. But, to me, it's definitely a good unit. I've never had relief like I have now. So, and I hurt my back picking up a slot machine back when I was 27. I'm 47 this year. So 20 years ago, I cracked my L4 and 5 disc, is what they say, and it just kind of, so I got sciatic nerve pain is what I deal with. And cars are still bad for me, even with this, even in here, so I don't want to mislead you and think that this is a cure-all. When I'm in a car, it's still bad. It's still got that toothache feel, like it's just something's just like a blunt force is just digging into your leg or something, I still get that in times of different vehicles, like, not so much in my work van, except for if I drive a really long period of time. But in normal cases, I don't have that feeling. My wife's Firebird, as soon as I sit in it, it gives me pain. So I drove it over here tonight, and I had pain as soon as I sat in to drive over. But my work van, I drove to Louisville, and on the way there, 2 hour down, 2 hour back. On the 2 hour back, I started to have a little bit of pain coming in from that vehicle. But normally, my work van, I can drive it all day long from job to job, and I'm fine. I don't get that pain. So it just depends on the situation.
I do want to add that I'm with him. It's not a 100% cure, but it's done more for me than any other thing that we've tried ever has. And for me, it's still a matter of injections, meds, and the stimulator. Because of the disorder I have, CRPS is very aggressive, especially if you keep having surgery. You'd think I'd stop doing that by now. I learned my lesson. Never have. But it really does. I mean, the difference is just immense. I couldn't sit in a car before. I couldn't stand for more than about 5 seconds. Obviously, I've been standing the whole time I've been here. My mom and I actually went on a vacation last fall. It was the first time I've been on vacation in 13 years. And we're actually going to go to Disney World this fall. So that's the difference that this can make. It's the difference between being trapped at home and seeing your family and friends again, working those last few years if you're still working and want to stay working, you know, getting out there. I actually can be in my garden. A lot of people I know CRPS are bedbound. I have a garden, a large vegetable garden, and I love it. And that's the difference, and that's made it very worth it to me. And even with still being able to feel the stim for me, the biggest reason I chose the Boston Scientific unit is because it has, I can have a second set of leads put in without having a second unit put in. They could attach it to the same unit I already have. And since CRPS can spread, when I had it first put in, it was only from my waist to my toes. And then 6 weeks later, in my gallbladder out, and it spread into my arms. So I've not yet taken advantage of the ability to have a second set of leads placed, but I have really considered it. And for me, it's just been a timing issue all these years. So, but I would definitely consider doing it.
And what she said too, I'll just follow up and end. Like she said, you know, I still get injections. I mean, I don't want you thinking that it's just a total fix-all and you're good to go and life goes on and you just don't have any pain whatsoever. I still get injections when I need them. They're not as much for me, you know, and I am still on meds, but I'm not on some of the medications that I was on that literally I didn't like. I'm not a person that, you know, I like to drink, but I ain't a big pill popper person, you know. So I mean, I literally when it came to, you know, even blood pressure medicine, I thought I was good with that, and I just took myself off of it. Of course, I'm an idiot. My doctor said, you know, don't do that. But that's how, literally, I don't like taking pills. So, you know, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. And with the stimulator, you know, because before, even with, you know, the injections, all that, I was in bad pain. I mean, I even called my dad and said, you know, I'm a very highly Christian person, and I would never do anything to myself. But I got to a point to where I didn't even feel like life was worth living. I says, you know, I'm in constant pain. I said, Dad, I go to work, and I work my 8-hour day, and then I can't do nothing once I get home. I can't live a life. I can't work on my cars. I can't do nothing. So it was that bad for me. And ever since I've had this put in, I can at least do stuff. And again, it's still got some pain there, but at least it's workable. That's the difference for me.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cassie, and thank you, Dr. Robertson. If anybody has any questions, happy to answer them. We're just going to hang out here a little bit, and you know, thank you very much for taking the time to come in.